Today, we're going to be checking out the Sender version 5 from Fuzz Imp Effects. So this is cool. I've been wanting to have a version of the Sender on the channel for a while, and this is just the version for me. So anyone not familiar with Fuzz Imp, they do a lot of fuzz stuff. Obviously, they do a lot of dooming stuff. At least all the stuff I've had from them on this channel has, and that I've seen from them. But they were trying to go for something a little bit more metal, like a little bit more death metal, black and death metal, the nasty, distorted, but not fuzzy kind of a thing. And so what they did was they took their Sender, which is a fuzz type pedal, and they added some ideas to it to take this from being a fuzz into more of a distortion that could still also do the fuzz thing. So what are some of the kind of cool features of this that set it apart and make it kind of interesting and make it really versatile tone wise? Well, the main thing that really sets this apart is it kind of has a two-part EQ and boost thing going on. So it has a pre-boost, which you control with a little toggle switch, essentially just on and off. And that's going to be hitting the front end or not. When you turn it off, you'll really hear the thing get really fuzzy and woolly again. But it also has a post EQ on it that kind of shapes it coming out of the pedal as well, adds a little bit more volume. And so when you have the two of those in tandem, you get a very different sound out of this than just say like a muff or fuzz style sound. Then of course you have your level, your gain, your tone. It does have a gate built into it. Personally, I'm not using it over the gate I use and prefer anyway. You could use that to help tame some of the extra noise and stuff, especially from the gain stacking going on inside the pedal. I found that if you wanted to kind of get that spitty, Velcro-y fuzz kind of sound, the gate was actually really handy for that. You just kind of turn it up and get that. And so when I show the gate, that's pretty much all I'm going to show you doing with it. But there's other uses there if you want to use it. And then you have a clipping switch, which essentially really changes the voicing. It is changing the different clipping options, but it dramatically changes the voicing of the pedal. And then you have a hot switch, which kind of, more or less saturation. And what's cool is you can use a lot of this stuff independently. So, you don't have to just have the fuzz on or the distortion or whatever you want to think of it, because it's a fuzz when the EQ and the boost are kind of off, but when they're on, it's definitely a distortion, as you're going to hear. So it's like a fuzz, it's a distortion, it's a fuzz distortion, it's a bunch of stuff. It's a boost. So anyway, that's absolutely enough talking about all these features. I think I nailed everything there. I think I went over basically everything, and I hope I was concise and clear about that. But we're just going to hear how this sounds inside and outside of a mix. I'm going to be plugging into this with my Dunnable Cyclops that I have loaded with the Mojo Tone Bill Kelleher signature pickups. I think those are rad. And that's going to be going into the front end of my Friedman BE50 Deluxe. And that's going to be going out into a 2-Notes Captor X with my DV77 VM12 65 IR blend that I use all the time. Let's check it out. So I know they were looking to nail more of like a death metal, black metal kind of thing, heavier metal distortion, and I think they definitely nailed that. I think the boost and the EQ are what really make the thing. It's definitely got vibes. You can get some really heavy, nasty tones out of it, and then if you want, it's got a bunch of cool fuzz sounds built in and kind of some in between there as well. So you could definitely get some fuzz, some doom, some death metal. I feel like there's going to be probably a bunch of dudes where this is right up their alley, and I really dig it. I think he did a pretty good job with this, and I think the ideas really work in this thing. But I'd be interested to know what you think of this. I'm going to link down below. I believe these are only up for pre-order right now, which was cool that he sent this over to me to check out before these were officially out. But I'll link down to that if you want to check out the pre-order or just anything else from Fuzz Imp, because he's got a bunch of cool stuff, and it's definitely cool to support small builders and creators. But thanks for watching. Stay metal.